Hey, how's it going? My name's Kyle, and I'm the pastor at Island Pond Baptist Church in Hampstead. And I was asked to tell just a little bit about what I did on Sunday. So earlier in the week, I was just flipping through Facebook and came across another church in my area, a Presbyterian church that was advertising a drive-in style service at their church for Easter. And I thought that seemed like a great idea. And then I started thinking about it, saying if it's good enough for Easter, it's good enough for now. And so it was Friday. I went ahead and I called our worship director, who's also sort of our sound guru as well. And I asked him, I said, do you think we can make this happen by Sunday? Went ahead by Friday afternoon and started advertising it that we were going to be doing a socially distant drive-in church service. And so we set up right on the steps of the parking lot of our church. We have a fairly large parking lot that faces the church, and then we had everyone. We had a parking attendant, and we had them sort of face diagonally. So there's two rows, and then the bigger cars were off to each side, and they all sort of faced towards the little steps and the top of the steps that we had. And the top of the steps went into the lobby of the church, and we moved a bunch of sound equipment right inside into sort of like the entryway. And so we had sort of a portable sound booth there, and then we ran it out to four speakers. And then inside, right in the lobby of our church, we had our sort of our live streaming setup. And so we had a computer running Wirecast, and then another computer running Easy Worship to do the sort of like the PowerPoint slides for live streaming. And then we had, using HDMI cable, we ran two cameras out to the parking lot to point at us, and one actually to point out to the cars as well for cool shots, so like a behind the scenes looking out. And we told everyone that they needed to stay in their cars and that we would do the service from there. We shortened the service a little bit. Normally we're about an hour and 15, hour 20. And normally I preach for about 40, 45 minutes. We shortened to 3 songs at the beginning instead of 4, and I preached for about 30 minutes. And so the service overall was right about just under an hour long. It was very unique in the cars that came. I think I got a lot of real positive feedback, and we just had a really good time. It was really interesting. I'd never preached like that in that style from the parking lot. So a few other logistics that we had. I had a big Home Depot orange bucket that I set on the other side of the parking lot that I wrote offering on, and I just let them know that if they wanted to give an offering, they can just drop it in there as they leave, and that way they didn't have to touch anything. We didn't hand out any bulletins. I posted all of the lyrics of the songs, and then also the sermon notes and the passages all on our website. I created a new page for our website and gave them the link to go to, and so they could go to that if they wanted to see that. And then we also did all the stuff we normally do for live streaming, so people that decided to stay at home, which we encourage people to do, that if they weren't comfortable coming out, we're still doing it live stream as well. Also, we made online giving available. Forgot to mention that. And then next week, we're going to start. We had to buy the part on eBay, but we bought an FM transmitter. And so now, starting next week, if we get it working in time, we won't have to turn the music up or the audio up so loud to annoy our neighbors that live nearby, and they'll be able to the people will be able to get it right on the FM radio and adjust the volume as they want. And then if it's cold, they can keep the windows closed and still stay a little bit warm. So that's our drive-in, socially distant drive-in church service that we felt was a really big success, and we're going to keep on trying it.